a new report says that not only does VOG bother your eyes and perhaps your throat, it can also drain your wallet. KITV4's Pete Cajano joining us now, and sometimes the truth does hurt, Pete.
That's right. There's been plenty of research on the scientific impacts of VOG, but a new study attempted to determine the economic impacts. The study found out much more, including just who gets most affected by VOG, the very young or the very old.
VOG, it's not a four-letter word, but it might as well be around these parts. A new study from UH set out to determine the economic impact of VOG by measuring emergency room visits on VOG days.
The increased exposure to particulates resulted in higher admissions to emergency rooms due exclusively to pulmonary-related reasons.
Lung-related issues were up as one would expect. The study found between 2008 and 2012, when the latest increase in volcanic admissions began to ramp up, the costs were, well, high.
In terms of emergency room admissions was about just over $6 million, but we argue in the paper that this is a lower bound by a long shot.
Researchers expect the real cost to be much higher when non-emergency room impacts are tallied. One interesting fact, for the age-old question of who VOG impacts the most, young or old, this study had a clear answer.
Young kids, really young kids. 0 to 1 is the largest effect, and then we also saw some effects for 1 to 5.
And unfortunately, some of our most vulnerable population, young keiki, could see even more impacts in the coming years as the climate changes, and this could affect us all.
Recent meteorological research indicates there's been less trade wind days, and that lack of trade winds could have a big cost. You see, as the trade winds stop blowing, we have more trips to the ER, and that increases healthcare costs.
And while we can't stop VOG, researchers say this study could shed light on the economic cost of man-made pollution both here and worldwide.
This adds to the literature suggesting that it's important that policymakers come up with ways of curtailing pollution.
Not only is Kilauea the world's most active volcano, it's also the largest source of stationary sulfur dioxide pollution in the U.S. This makes it a very good case study on the effects of pollution, both natural and man-made. Researchers can simply compare environmental and health effects during VOG days to that of non-VOG days.